if you've read anything about the GAMSAT essay section, you'll know that it's not like any other university essay exam. But then how do some people still manage to do well on this section? How do you take what you already know about the usual university essay writing exams and turn it into a high quality GAMSAT essay? How do you give the examiners what they want to read? So these are the questions I've aimed to answer in this webinar. Some of the 7 essentials to writing a killer GAMSAT essay might be things you've already heard. Others will be new and others will be pretty unexpected. And I want you to try to look at it from a fresh perspective. So see how you can apply it, or how you can add to it or change your current writing techniques. Does that sound like something you can do? I'll start by quickly explaining how the GAMSAT essay section works, so that we're all on the same page. So you have 1 hour to write 2 whole essays from start to finish. There are no specific questions to answer in the essay. Instead, each essay has 5 quotations, and you're asked to write about the common theme of those quotations. For example, the theme might be education, or war, or love, or friendship, or technology. The 2 essays are not the same. The way that they vary is that the theme of the first essay is often one which calls for an analytical or argumentative essay. So this is for your notes, guys. Write this down. The theme of the first essay is often one which calls for an analytical or argumentative essay. For example, it might be censorship or war, and they encourage you to make a particular stand one way or another and then explain your stand. The second essay contains themes which are difficult to argue for or against. So write that down too, guys. The second essay contains themes that are difficult to argue for or against. For example, laughter or self-discovery. You can't really argue for or against that. So it's more about exploring your view of the theme. So you can't really argue against laughter or for laughter, but rather going to explore what it means to you and how you see it, and how the quotations, in the way in which the quotations direct you to explore that theme. Which means it's a less formal essay than the first one, so a different writing approach is needed. For more on this, you can refer to the latest version of the free ebook, How to Pass the GAMSAT, or you can download you can download the latest version of that from, I believe it's from the webinar notes. There's a link to that in there. And try to use this webinar in conjunction with the information in that ebook. During the actual exam, once all the papers have been handed out, the adjudicators allow you to begin the reading time, which means you have 5 minutes to read the essay prompts, but you can't write anything. But really, it only takes about 30 seconds to read the 10 lines of quotations. That covers both essays. So that leaves you with about 4.5 minutes of not being able to write. So the question is, what do you do with that time? This brings us to the first essential key to writing a killer GAMSAT essay. And that is how to use the reading time and the first 10 minutes to increase your essay score. So write that down, guys.